I defy gods. Defying you will be easy.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm going to be playing Kiora, the Sovereign of the Deep. This card looks super sweet, and I think it's more intentional for Commander, but we're playing in Standard because we like having fun, and this is a fun card, and I love big creatures. So, we're playing Kraken, Leviathans, no octopuses. There is an octopus in Standard, guys, but it's terrible. It's from Kamigawa, and that's just, it's only 3 mana. It doesn't really work very well with her. So this deck, we're trying to ramp as fast as possible and get up to those big top ends, and then also countering any key cards like Atraxa. Is it competitive? I know you're wondering this, and I'll tell you this. See for yourself. Um, I definitely think it's fun, so that should be the most important thing when playing a game of Magic. And hopefully you enjoy this deck list. Feel free to play it, copy it, do whatever you want with it, marry it. And let's get into some games.
Let's dive right into battle.
Alright, looks like we got our first match. Keep it. Early interaction, got a syncopate too on, so definitely keeping that. Oh, they got the Transformer sleeves. Sleeves are pretty cool. So, the idea of the deck's pretty simple. I mean, we're just trying to basically buy time for a really good late game. Every turn that we get where they're not pressuring us is good for us. Now, we're not the most value-y deck, like you'll see with the Atraxa. That's where we're really not going to win that late game, just because the nature of Atraxa is just too crazy. It's too crazy of a card. With those colors, you would think it's humans, but this is Destroy Evil. You're gonna destroy evil? You're gonna blow up my dinosaur? I think that's what the opponent has. So remember this, I'm gonna let you know real fast. When you play this deck, find as many islands as possible, because one of the serpents we're playing, the Blade Coil, we're only playing that to draw cards, so ideally when we play it for 6, we're drawing 3 cards, because we can't pay for its black or red cost, but it's still a really good card because it triggers Kiora, which is what we're trying to do. Ossification on a Topiary Stomper, not a big deal for us. And that is such a good draw. I mean, they're not really doing anything. We're just going to ramp out our cards and get to this Hullbreaker Horror and just play it with Fading Hopes up. So Hullbreaker Horror is still a really good card. And our opponent just refuses to actually play. We'll wait till their end step to basically bring it in, and then we'll Fading Hope if we have to. I'm still gonna play it. If they have to use two spells here to kill it, that's fine. And if we get to untap, it's even better. I'm gonna flip the invasion here instead of attacking them, just because we want that extra mana. If we actually get it, flip the invasion here, then I might play Tidal Terror as well. Although honestly, there's an argument not to play it because they probably have a board wipe at this point, if they're not playing anything else. I gotta say, for a first game, playing against a Selesnya do-nothing deck is pretty good. Kind of makes the deck look good, doesn't it? I can just do this. This is definitely a bad idea, but I'm just gonna do it because I think it's hilarious. They can try to get my Hullbreaker Horror, that's fine. But we have a bunch of counter spells, and why not? Why not? Let's just get some extra lands. And if I play Tidal Terror, I'm actually not going to play Tidal Terror here because there's a board wipe. I'm thinking that's what's up. Luckily, we can counter anything they play pretty much. So, yeah, we can do this for 5. I actually messed this up. I'm actually playing this super wrong. This is my first game. I'm rusty. I'm rusty. If you're screaming at me right now, I'm sorry. I messed that up. So we should let it resolve and then just bounce whatever creature they picked, like, and let them waste the enchantment. Like, that was a complete waste of cards. So, I deserve to be playing these cards. Now, I'm not gonna play anything else out. We don't actually really need to play anything else out. I guess we do here. We need to play the Meteor Kraken, or sorry, the Reservoir Kraken. Reason being, if they still resolve, like let's say they have double Touch the Spirit Realm, we're gonna need to still swing for lethal even if they remove one of the creatures. So, yeah, so resolve. What do you pick? They get nothing. Ah, they had a creature. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, if you're curious how we're going to win there, granted that they don't have a way to give their creature hexproof, we'll just play the Hullbreaker and then play Topiary Stomper, bouncing the Kami back to their hand. So, easy game.
Time to clam up.
Alright, game 2 versus Vinny. Vinny 55. Well, we have nothing to do early except play Syncopate on 2, which we can do. So, as long as they're not mono red, we should be fine. So, we're going to try it out, but I mean, there's definitely a good chance here that we could actually end up dying. You kind of need Fading Hope in your opening hand. So. Yeah, mono white, soldiers. We're gonna play that Savannah Lion. No, they're gonna give me a Death Stare is what they're gonna do. Alright, sweet. We like drawing the Kiora, but we want to draw lands here. We need one more land and then we're pretty much set. We'll probably counter anything they play here unless it's, I'm trying to think, like an ambitious farm hand, I guess. So we won't counter that, but if it's Adeline or anything like that, it has to be countered. So weird. I'm actually okay with that card. It's just a 2/2. If like the problem is if I syncopate this and they Adeline next turn or they Thalia, then we can't get off the invasion. If we don't get this card out, then we're probably not winning. So we'll trade 4 damage to try to win the game basically. And forcing them to pay 2 on something here should just about counter anything they play on this following turn, so we should be fine. We just need to get this Invasion of Zendikar out. And Selfless Samurai too, you're incentivized to attack with just it, so could mean we only take 2 this turn. Although really, I don't see why you would, but you never know. So I'm guessing they're having land troubles. We're gonna counter this because if we let this resolve, and we're tapping out next turn, right? So if they play a Lord next turn, that's way too much damage. So we have to counter this just because that's too many creatures. When we don't play a board wipe, can't let them have that many. Especially when we know we're tapping out next turn. Like they're gonna get free reign to play whatever they want next turn. If they pass here, that's really good though. Means they're missing their land drop, and we're about to hit ours. Okay, go find double island here. So if we top deck another island, we'll be able to draw 3 cards on off our blade coil. That's not good. But it's not the end of the world either, because Kiora has a ward of 3, so I'm not worried about... I'm not really worried about it with this Hullbreaker Horror. I mean, I don't see how they're gonna get... how they're gonna get past a Hullbreaker Horror. We'll just reset the Voice of the Blessed. So we're probably taking 5, going down to 9 next turn. That's just fine because we can Hullbreaker Horror next turn. And I think the opponent's going to have a lot of trouble dealing with that. It's going to be close. It'll be close. Not a warrior too, so I can't swing it with lifelink. They find their 3rd land, but again, Kiora has ward 3, so I'm not worried about them being able to get rid of her. Found the plains, but they already played a land this turn. Again, we take 5, go down to 9, that's fine. That's kind of a waste. This is a way to give indestructible, but okay, that's fine. I really think you should be backing for 5 here, but what do I know? So we'll wait till their turn, and we'll play a Hullbreaker Horror. We can take 7. We untap with the Hullbreaker Horror, it's over. Take 8. But this is where life gets rough for the opponent. Ooh, I think we'll take one of those. Oh yeah, this is This is Timmy Dreamland, you know what I mean? This is exactly what we want to be doing. Oh boy. Okay. So, let's go crazy, right? I mean, draw 3? I mean, well, if we draw 3 here, we're tapping out all our islands, so let's not do that. We can flip foreign collects, but we don't need to do that either. Let's just play this, reset the blessed, get more lands, more islands to draw more cards with the serpent next turn. A lot of damage coming their way. Hold up a syncopate. This is pretty done for the opponent. I don't think they have a way back in the game now, especially when they're playing. Like, that's the thing about these decks is like, I call them dollar store decks because they're trying to cheese you with like a bunch of cheap stuff that they don't have any value really. Like, if you survive past turn 5, you're probably gonna win the game. They could kill the Hullbreaker Horror at this point, but I think it's a little bit too late. Especially because we're about to refill our hand. Draw 4 cards next turn. That's if we tap out all our blue, which is probably not a good idea. We just stick with the 3 cards. That way we at least have some blue open. So, yeah, we're Blade Coil here for 6, pay 0, draw 3 cards. And that should be our opponent. There we go. There you have it.
Tides always rise again.
Game 3. I just realized too, I think the volume was a little bit high on my first 2 games. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully this is better. We go first. We do have the Syncopate on turn 2. It's greedy, but I mean, we draw 1 forest. It's a good hand, right? So I'm all about the greed. I actually really like this new Kiora card. I want to build it in Commander, but unfortunately my Simic Law is taken by Merfolk of a different kind. Ah, perfect. Okay. So, Syncopate whatever they play here. If this is mono blue, by the way, we're gonna have a bad time. Which, after seeing that, it probably is. If we top take a land, I think we still go for the invasion just because. Yep, they tap out. Really? They're really gonna tap out there? That's a strange tap out to me. Because if I draw another untapped land, I mean, I can just Blade Coil and get something for free. You have to use 2 counter spells. Fading Hope doesn't get rid of Kiora unless they have another island, and it taps them out completely. Like, Kiora's Ward 3 is actually pretty serious. Puts one more spell in the graveyard. So they can counter something. That's not good. Untap land, please. Nope. We'll go for this just because I think it is a make disappear. So unless they have Essence Scatter, I'm going to pay for the make disappear, obviously. So this is going to be actually a pretty bad matchup for us. If we win this, it'll be a miracle. This is like the arch enemy of all Timmy decks. So opponent doesn't know this, but we'll play that. We'll gladly pay that. Let's see. They're playing Krakens of their own, but next turn we actually get to play a Blade Coil Serpent, draw a card, and they have to counter 2 cards. So not bad. Have to pay Ward 3 on that. That's pretty good for us, actually. That's not bad at all, actually. So we can swing for 8 this turn. So they have to deploy a blocker. They probably have a Kraken at this point, or you can easily find one. So there's the blocker. We can gain 3 life here, which is pretty important. So we take 6. We would be dead from a swing next turn. He has to play 2 spells, so let's see here. So we're gonna Blade Coil draw 3 without the Kiora next turn. We're forced to do it. Yeah. Oh my god, that's brutal. We're probably dead. That sucks. All we needed to draw there was... All we needed to draw was a Fading Hope, and we win the game. But here they just play... They play 3 spells, we're dead, right? And they're all discounted. There's no way they can't play 3 spells unless they're counter spells. If they're counter spells, he's screwed. Because I'm not going to basically play anything that can be countered. But I'm pretty sure he should have a Thirst or an Impulse. Okay. That doesn't save him. It's a Fading Hope as well. Okay. That doesn't save him either. Still need a Fading Hope. That's actually pretty huge. Trader board in. What? You block everything? Okay. Alright. Play Kiora. I mean, no. That's too greedy. We have to hold a syncopate here for another creature. Ah, that's not good. Oh wait. Yay! Ah, we gotta play 2 free spells. Pay 4 for that Essence Scatter. We're just gonna empty their hand. Okay. And for free. Oh! The clutches of the clutch. Uh-oh. Not gonna say it. We're not toxic. We're family friendly, but you all know. You all know. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. If you're a blue player, Seath and Cope in the comments, okay? Please. He actually didn't concede. Usually they concede instantly. I tell you what, there's something about blue players where they are... They deny, like, they try to deny your fun as much as possible, right? But the moment you start winning, they're the saltiest people on earth. I'm sorry, that's just a fact. It's just a fact. I mean, I'm playing blue myself, guys. But they just get so salty when they start losing. But he actually stuck with it, so sweet.
Great day to fight.
Let's try to get you guys a 4th game. Mundo. We go first. No ramp, but a Thirst for Discovery and a Syncopate on 2. We'll take it. I resisted the urge this time to play Dreamroot Cascade on 1. That's hard. There's no reason to play it on 1. I just... Yeah. I don't know. Force a habit. Mono red! Oh boy! Well, good thing we went first. We might have a chance, but probably don't. We need a Terra Stomper off the top. You know what? I said mono red. The guy hasn't even played anything. Maybe he's thinking. I think there's a good chance he might not be mono red. The opponent appears to be thinking this. This could mean good news. This could be good news for us, guys. Surely a mono red player would not be thinking. Ah, alright. That sucks. Alright, well, we're leaving up Syncopate for whatever this deck is. If he's gonna shock my face. Sure enough. He sure is. Need to get this Tellurian Terror out as fast as possible. If he doesn't play another creature here, that's so good for us. That is so good for us. Speaking of good for us, that's a really good draw. Okay, now I'm feeling a lot better about what we're doing. Because if this is just mono red prowess, like Fading Hope. Okay, this is an instant speed spell. Like, you could wait until see what I play, you know what I mean? Like, that didn't make a lot of sense to me, but oh well. It's impulse control. You gotta, like, even I do it sometimes, but there's no shot you're gonna kill my Kiora. Is there an expedite spell? And standard? I don't even know. He's acting like he's gonna give us haste. Yeah, we just play a cracking, get a 7. Look at the top 7 cards. Get a 7 drop or under. Oh, that's rough. Alright, so we get nothing. We get nothing. We're not swinging in with Kiora. We have zero reason to swing in with Kiora, so that is... like, there's definitely a 2-mana buff spell. I can't think of it, but it also exiles the top card of his library. It gives +3, +1, I think, and then this would buff it to 5, basically. So, not playing into that. Also, I mean, top decking a land. We can make 2, 3, 3. Alright, this card might not be the best for a 2-color deck, but the thing is, the gain 3 life and draw card is like the entire reason why we're doing it. We don't have a reason to block here. If he wants to unload his hand, he can. Ah, there it is. It's Blazing Crescendo. So. That's fine. We're going to take a beating here, but opponent's going to be hurting. Oh, never mind. I'm going to be hurting. That's a lot of damage. That is so rough. You know, get the fish in there too. Get the fish. Sorry, I haven't been talking. Yeah, get that fish in there. I mean, we're gonna wait for him to play some kind of buff spell and try to Fading Hope the card. We'll try, but he can't do anything about it. It's gonna be Fading Hoped, but ideally it's a 2-mana card here, so he loses the Asushi. I'm blocking with everything here because I'm hoping that he tries to do this again if he has it, so that I can like blow him out hard, where he tries to get greedy and kills everything. Let him. Oh, get greedy. Ah, my friend. A little too greedy there. I mean, we're at 6. We could still die here, but... oh, wait. What am I talking about? He's just dead. So... Got a little too greedy there.
I'm on top of the food chain.
Hey, guys. Thanks for sticking around and watching this far. I have a golden pack, so I figured I'd open it while I talk to you guys at the end of the video. So this Kiora deck was pretty fun. Got 4 games in, got 4 wins, so pretty easy, like, just straight up, that's what I'm going to do when I make these gameplay videos. I'm just going to film the first 4 games, and if I win, lose, I'm just going to show it to you guys. I didn't have high hopes for the Kiora deck, to be honest with you, but surprisingly it does pretty well in Bronze, so maybe it's just the opponents having bad decks or not playing well, but it's certainly fun. I don't think it's going to be an Atraxa pile. We kind of have to figure out what's going to do that. But the meta is changing right now to a 3-simp ban, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see kind of what decks come on top, on top. But thanks for watching, and I just want to say, if you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe if you want to see more gameplay like this, and let's see what's in the golden pack. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. These are all really good cards. Maybe we'll have to make this deck next.